everyone. Welcome to Walking Through Wilson. I'm Becky Andrews. A local nonprofit is taking aim and gearing up for a fun event. October 12th is the date for the second annual Boots and Shoot, benefiting our Sisters Keeper. And today, Sue Ann Bone, the executive director for our Sisters Keeper, is here today to talk to us about this fun event coming up. Tell us about this.
Thank you. I'm tickled about this event. So last year was our inaugural event.
Yes.
And it is a sporting clay shoot. Then we have a dinner afterwards. And this year we've added a third component, a bourbon tasting.
Oh, fun.
So let me start with the shoot
Yes.
first. So I was looking, when we were looking for an event as a fundraiser for our nonprofit, I wanted something different. And I was reading my Garden and Gun magazine and read that these were very popular. So I reached out to Greg Piercy, who is renowned in this area for setting up sporting clay events. And ironically, his niece, Lisa Tomlinson, is on our board.
Okay.
So Lisa helped facilitate the meeting. He talked me through the differences between trap, skeet, and sporting clays. And we determined we wanted to do a sporting clay event. So this year it's a pro-am. So it's teams of 5. There's 1 professional shooter and then 4 amateur shooters. We have 3 flights this year. So we'll have 1 flight in the morning with 12 teams. Then we'll have 2 afternoon flights, one at maybe 1:30, one at 3:30, 12 teams each.
Okay. So a flight is a
team.
Is a team.
It's
Okay.
a team, yes.
Okay.
Or I guess all the teams.
All the teams together. Okay.
Yes.
So you got 3.
3.
And
So
how many did you have last year?
just 2
Oh,
last
wow.
year.
Wow.
So we were really pleased. I believe almost every team that shot last year, almost everyone is returning. And then we had a little bit of a waiting list, which is wonderful.
That's great.
So we now have 3 flights for this year.
Now, can I ask you how much money y'all raised last year?
Close to, I think it was 90,000.
Wow, that's amazing.
We were
That's
tickled.
amazing. And everybody had such a good time.
I hope so.
Yes,
I
everybody
hope
had
so.
such a good time. So what's the goal this year? Are you trying to
115.
115?
It's my goal. It's my, yeah. I'm tickled.
I know,
So
that's great.
the neat part is this year we have a food truck.
Okay.
It's Sherry Dow's food truck. I don't want to misspeak her name. I think it's something for you, or I don't want to mess it up, but it's Sherry Dow, and we're having barbecue sandwiches.
Okay.
So that will be provided throughout the day. Barbecue sandwiches, baked beans, chips.
Yes.
And that will be distributed
Like the staples of our diet in
of
Wilson
shooting.
County. Yes.
So all the shooters are provided lunch.
Okay.
And then that evening, we'll have a cocktail hour, probably 4 to 5, and then a dinner from 5 to 6:30.
Okay.
It is being catered by Island Breeze Bistro
Oh, fun.
here in town. And at the dinner, we always have one of the ladies in our program speak. So this year it's Darla Wright, and she's been in our program almost 4 years.
Wonderful.
And she and her daughter actually just moved into their own home this past weekend.
Oh,
So she wants to give her testimony. So I think people will really find that moving. And then I want to recognize our board and a few others.
Yes.
Excuse me. And then after dinner concludes, this year we're having a VIP bourbon tasting event.
Nice.
Now I'm not very schooled on bourbon
I'm not
tasting,
either.
but my
You can say anything you want now. No, I'm not either.
my husband is very schooled in bourbon tastings and bourbons. So he has reached out to Cheers Wine and Spirits, and they are sponsoring the event. And I believe there's 2 different types of pours at different. I don't really want to misquote, but I think it'll be fun.
There's going to be a bourbon. It sounds fun.
bourbon,
It sounds like it's going to be a good time.
There's 3 different events in that one day. This is our only fundraiser we do the entire year.
Yeah.
We do apply for small grants and funds from other organizations, but as far as fundraising, this is our sole event.
And it makes it nice when you can concentrate everything on that one event as
I
well.
like it. I like it.
And
And
how many people did y'all have last year? Like that came?
oh
to the
gosh,
event?
to the dinner we had about 350.
Wow.
We were blown away
Oh, wow.
with the support.
Yeah.
And we have the event at the Cedar Springs Farm event venue.
Okay.
It's on Phillips Road here in Lebanon. And they have completely remodeled that barn. So we're excited that it will be
Beautiful.
air conditioned
Yes.
this year. And then I believe the bourbon tasting will be on the front lawn. All the shooting occurs across Phillips Road in an open field.
Okay.
And Greg Piercy sets up all of those targets.
Okay.
So I think they're pretty challenging.
So do people win? Like each team, do you have a winner?
gosh,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. So
Yes, we have prizes that have been donated.
Okay.
I believe Superior Distribution and
Yeah.
maybe Absolute Kubota
Oh my goodness, so
have donated, but yes, donated prizes.
people are competing for
Yes,
like big prizes
yes,
then.
there are great prizes this year. So we'll, oh, and that's another thing we'll do at the dinner
Uh-huh.
is we will give out the prizes, the awards. So Darla will speak, I'll make brief remarks, and then Greg Piercy will give away the prizes.
So what do you have to do to get a prize? Like shoot the most clay?
I think
That's my symbol.
yes, I believe so. I believe
You have
so.
to shoot the most
I
clay.
think you
And
shoot
so
the
you
most.
got 3 different flights.
Yes,
And how many? You said 12 teams on
each flight.
each flight.
Yes.
And there's 5 per team.
5 per team, but one's a pro.
One's a pro. So but 60 people per.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a lot of
And
people.
a lot of these folks shoot, this is what they do. They
Yeah.
shoot in other events like this. So
Okay.
I'm tickled that a lot of these people wanted to come back, that
Mm.
that it must have been challenging enough
Yes.
for them because it's really an area I don't know. It's
Yeah.
so fun to watch.
Yes.
And Greg is just such a professional. So watching him set the targets up and then watching the shooters is really fun. And that's another thing you can do.
Right.
You can come and just watch them shoot
Right.
throughout the day.
It could be entertaining. That's entertainment in and of
it is.
itself. So do you have sponsors for the event?
We do.
So do you need more sponsors?
Well,
How
we
do people
actually
get in touch with you about
yes,
this?
we actually do. So our title sponsor is Horizon Development.
Okay.
Seven Cedars Butcher Shop is also a large sponsor there. Cocktail and I believe Cocktail and another sponsor.
Yeah.
They're 2 sponsors. And then Tim Leeper Roofing and Mama's Metal Roofing are the
Mhm.
dinner sponsor.
Okay.
We have Conrad Construction. I think I said Absolute Kubota and Superior Distribution are, I think, cart sponsors.
Okay.
Now
Okay.
we also have at each station we have like a whole sponsor.
Right. Yes. I
We need
remember that.
more of those. Those are
Mhm.
our $500 sponsorships.
Okay.
We will have a tent at each station, and then they will have a sign.
Mhm.
We will also have volunteers on probably gators or four-wheelers driving around with soft drinks and waters
Okay.
throughout the day.
Okay. Now, do you need volunteers for the event?
I do need volunteers.
Okay. And how do
And
they get in touch with you about
That would be contacting me directly.
Okay.
And my cell phone is 615-812-6810.
Okay. Well, hopefully we can get you some volunteers.
Yes, I would love volunteers. Last year, I could only pull this off with my friends and my family.
Right.
And
Yes.
I feel like I'll go back to that well, but
Yeah.
I don't want to drain that well every
I
year.
know. I know. I
But
know.
it's a neat opportunity if the sporting clay part interests you, or if you would like to meet some of my girls.
Yes.
We have 2 tables of girls in the nonprofit who will be attending the dinner,
Oh, wonderful.
and it's just nice just to interact and hear their stories. So I need help setting up.
Yes.
I will welcome any help
And again, this helps your nonprofit, Our Sisters
Absolutely.
Keeper, all throughout the year.
throughout the year
And-
because we use the money. Really, when a lady gets out, we pay for usually a month's worth of their rent
Okay.
or their rent at the halfway house.
Mhm.
We originally only paid for 2 weeks, but after last year's fundraiser,
Right.
we were able to provide for a whole month.
Mhm.
And that helps them because usually when they get out, even if they start a job, they don't have the money to pay the
Right.
rent.
Yeah.
And then we help with reinstating driver's license, paying other applications and fees. We have dabbled in paying some old court costs. We
Mhm.
can't pay all the court costs. We have helped with the expungement fees.
And that was something you were going to mention too. You
Yes.
have an expungement clinic coming up.
We
and
do,
that-
and I believe it's on September 23rd.
Okay.
Maybe starts around 4, and it's at the Judicial Center.
Okay.
And if you have misdemeanors in your background that were committed in Wilson County, I believe there's a judge there on
Yes.
site, a
I
DA.
think Judge Brody Kane is
Oh,
gonna be
good.
there.
Judge
Yeah.
Kane, that would be
Yeah.
great. Judge Kane, probably an ADA and a PD, an assistant
Okay.
PD will be there and help you through the whole process.
And that's a wonderful.
It
and
is wonderful.
What will that do for people if they can get
So
something?
I've used that or attended that clinic with a couple of my ladies in the past, and when they apply for jobs or even for housing,
Mhm.
all of that shows up in their background check.
Right.
So to have that expunged is huge.
It gives you a leg up.
It does.
Okay,
It does.
that's
And then they
wonderful.
don't have to pay those fees. Now, some have felonies, and those felonies can't be expunged at this
Right.
clinic. But to get those misdemeanors off is just a big
Well,
step
and like you
forward.
said, the fees. I mean, that's just
fees.
another expense that they don't
Yes.
have the money for.
Right.
So how many girls did you have go through this past year that you were able to help because of the fundraiser?
We think about 30. We
Okay.
were discussing that in the last board meeting.
Mhm.
We have some women who have been with us since 2020, and so we
Mhm.
count them as still in the program. They
Yes.
stay involved.
Yes.
stay in touch with them. We have some women through the life skills training that are really only with us for a season. And it doesn't mean that when they leave, they go back into that
Right.
lifestyle. They just have usually either succeeded and are on their own, or some have gone back. And so if they go back, usually we will see them again.
Yes, but you're there for them
We're
again.
there for them.
Yes,
We
and
are.
that's
We
what
are.
matters.
We haven't at this time. We don't. We cannot offer financial support if they're in active addiction again, but we will help them if they're wanting to get into a recovery program.
That's wonderful. That's
Thank you.
wonderful. So the goal is 115,000. You
Yes.
need volunteers. And we're
Volunteers.
going to put your number up again. They can call you about becoming a volunteer because this event is just a few weeks away.
And also, I need to sell dinner tickets.
Okay,
So
so
dinner tickets are $75.
Okay, and that includes
That includes your dinner, and it is an open bar.
okay.
And then the bourbon tasting is separate.
Separate,
It's
okay.
150, but that's a different component.
Okay.
I'm really focused on the dinner.
Okay.
And we also have table sponsorships. That's
Okay.
$750 for a table of 8,
Okay.
and you are recognized at the event.
So that's perfect. So you need dinner sponsors,
Dinner sponsors
so
and
dinner table sponsors, and you need to sell dinner
dinner tickets that
Okay,
are
so
$75.
somebody can just buy a dinner ticket. They don't have to buy a
Absolutely.
table.
We last year it was half and half.
Yeah.
Table sponsors, but a lot were just individual tickets.
And then that starts, so the event starts what time on
The
as well?
cocktail hour, 4 o'clock.
The clay shooting. Are y'all
Oh.
all full? Like you're full,
The shooting part is full.
but you can come and
But you can
watch?
come. It starts
Okay.
at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
So if you wanted to come at 10 o'clock and stay all day, you
Yes.
are welcome to do that. The
Okay.
food truck is there. So
Okay.
lunch will be provided. Then you could stay for dinner.
Mhm.
You can come and go.
Okay.
It's a beautiful
come and
venue.
volunteer.
You can volunteer.
Yeah, there's
I'll
something for everybody.
Yes, I will find something.
And
for you.
then the cocktail hour will start
Yes,
and that's
about 4.
about 4, and then dinner.
Dinner.
Yeah,
Yes,
so does your dinner ticket include the cocktail hour?
it does.
It does. So
Mhm.
$75, you have a great night out. It sounds like it's going to be a lot
I
of
think
fun.
it's going to be a delicious dinner. I met with
Yeah.
Darlene yesterday. We have a neat menu planned.
Can you give me any hints of what's going to be on it?
That's some Caribbean.
Oh,
It's
going to be it's
delicious.
going to be really
It's going to be
good.
delicious.
What
I'm
about the
very-
desserts?
it-
I'm there for the sweet.
They're delicious too. I don't want to spoil it.
Okay.
I don't
All
want
right,
to spoil it.
so
She's tickled about it.
Volunteers, they can call you.
Mhm.
Tickets, if you want dinner tickets.
Yes.
Or to sponsor a table, or
Yes.
you have different clay spot, like what was the
There were shooting stations.
shooting station?
And
You
we
still,
do have some of those available, and they're $500.
but all the other ones are sold out.
The others are sold.
That's wonderful.
We're tickled.
That's wonderful.
We are so thankful to this community.
I know.
They've been so supportive.
Well, I mean, this is a wonderful event that
Thank
helps a
you.
wonderful cause. So we appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming and telling us about this. I
Appreciate
cannot
it.
wait to. I can't wait to be because I didn't get to go last
I
year,
know.
but I
Get to
can't wait
come.
to go this
And
year.
thank you for your sponsorship.
Yes, of course, of course. You know I love you.
I know.
Thank you for coming. So October 12th,
Mhm.
shooting begins, and you can just come in and watch it at 10.
Yes. Mhm.
And then that night, the dinner, and then the bourbon tasting.
Yes.
It's going to be a wonderful night.
Thank
you
you.
so much. I can't wait. October 12th.